Hello and welcome to season 2 of Spitballz, hosted by Greg Rosati, Matt Salinger, Matt Frank, and newly acquired Luke Tesserera.
This is also being produced by
Newly
newly acquired producer Jason Rosenberg.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
Tess isn't actually newly acquired.
I was known as the trivia guy. Now I'm here full time.
Yeah,
Newly
promoted full time.
Little promotion.
Let's go, baby.
All right. So, you want to start with the Yankees, Sal?
Yeah,
Say whatever you
okay,
want.
so it's currently November 1st, and they lost like 2 weeks ago, but like it's still still a touchy subject. Not only did we lose, we lost to the Houston Astros again, got swept, and it was like our own fault. Garrett Cole's pitching. Game three. Game three is where we lost it. Garrett Cole's pitching on the mound. He's in a little sticky situation. We take him out and put in Lou Trevino. Because of like analytics. Like it's Garrett Cole's game. Garrett Cole's our ace. We paid him $400 million or whatever. Like, let him get out of it. We're gonna lose the game if he doesn't get out of it. Either way, him or Trevino. Why are you putting in Lou Trevino? Like why? There's no analytic. They have like lanes where like certain pitchers are supposed to pitch to certain batters, but there's no analytic in that in the playoff situation. Garrett Cole's been in the playoffs. He's pitched out of jams before. Let him ride. Like ride with your main guy rather than the fucking guy with the mustache that looks like Frank.
My mustache actually looks better. I have a question, Sal.
I have more, but go.
Okay. Do you think Boone should be fired?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
I mean,
agree on that.
You can't make the players perform.
They're giving him all this information, which I get, like he has to use it, but at some point, it's the playoffs. It's the ALCS. It's your best pitcher. It's your ace. You wrote him all season. Why are you taking him out? He's at like 90 pitches. Let him finish the inning.
He's just like a likable guy. He fits like the Yankee manager mold.
Yeah, but this is also
three games in this playoffs. We lost 3 games in this playoffs because of bullpen mismanagement. That like him like making the lineups in the roster, I can't blame him for that because that's all
actually the lineups are pretty terrible.
But that's
I know he doesn't. I know he doesn't have like complete say over that, but the lineups
in-game decisions when you have the analytics, sometimes you just have to be like, oh, you know what? It's Garrett Cole. It's our ace. Let him pitch.
I think they definitely changed up the lineups a little too much. I think nobody had a chance. Nobody had a chance to fit into a spot and just.
You're not going to win a World Series when you don't have a set leadoff hitter. You don't have a bullpen. You don't have a starting shortstop. Like it's hard to win a full playoff series at that, which I'll give him. But
your third baseman doesn't swing it straight.
There were winnable games that he's ruining because of bullpen mismanagement.
How much did Benintendi and LeMahieu being out?
I mean, yeah, that hurts a lot. That hurts a lot. But listen, I didn't expect them to win the World Series with this roster, but at least don't get swept in that fashion. Losing games that you had chances to win.
And to me, like it's guys like Glaber.
I like
obviously
Glaber.
Donaldson.
Donaldson is terrible.
Donaldson is
actually my least favorite player in the league.
He goes up there. Like I know he's like one of the smartest guys in baseball, but it looked like he had no approach. He was swinging at breaking balls, hanging right here, just swinging through every single one. Matt
Carpenter was like a cool story in the beginning of the year, but like when he's in the playoffs and he's not performing at all, I mean, like how many strikeouts did he have? It's just at some point, like you got to make the move, get him out of there.
Dude, Carpenter, you know what they said? They said they put him in because his swing analytics in practice looked the same as when he was hot. Like, bro, use your eyes. He's obviously not hitting.
Too much.
I don't care.
It's probably why we're
he's
not
obviously not hitting. Use your eyes.
That's definitely why we're not winning is because we care too much about that.
Everyone has analytics. It's just how you use them.
And we're that. No, all summer I was told I was an idiot because I was like,
the Astros are one of the most analytically driven teams in the league, and so are the Rays, and they've won recently. The Yankees are just using them wrong. It's just like they don't know how to comprehend them and put them to work in the playoffs. Sometimes
it's done.
What? What'd you say?
What'd you say, Greg?
They just don't have the guys to get it done.
They don't have.
Actually, that's not. I don't even know if it's that. They'll have like They just have too many holes in the lineup. They just have too many people that are guaranteed outs.
Yeah. Like when you have a 3-run lead in the second inning, like you have to hold that lead. Your pitcher can't come out and give up 4 runs. Like
Like when
especially
we
against the Astros,
when we go down 3-0, like
we
our
fold.
offense just shuts down.
We fold.
We can't shut another offense down.
And that's why I got frustrated because like literally game 3 they're down the whole game.
You just know.
And nobody does anything. They get 3 hits.
I mean,
nobody does anything.
Once they went down 5-0, it was over. But like 2-0 is possible.
2-0 in like the third or the second.
That was when Garrett Cole got taken out. It was 2-0. Like, okay, but imagine he gets out of that jam. Whole stadium's absolutely going crazy. That's like you need that kind of spark.
And
like,
then Josh Donaldson gets up to the plate.
No, I mean that might happen. But you got to give him a
dick.
chance with that kind of spark and energy in the playoffs. Like use your fucking head.
I don't even
Cashman. I don't know, dude. I don't like Brian Cashman.
The offseason Twins deal, that was like a total failure.
Dude, I don't know what.
No, we got Trevino out of it. Like
no,
we had Trevino. No, I know we didn't get him out of it.
Bro, we traded for a catcher because of the Twins deal. If that catcher never got hurt, we were never getting Trevino. Road door, whatever.
Trevino's a great catcher, but
we tried to use him.
Nobody performed in the playoffs.
Trevino fell
and that's the reason why they lost.
Trevino fell off a cliff after the All-Star break too.
Yeah. Oh man.
Everyone.
He was terrible. So. He was terrible.
The whole team did. It doesn't really matter.
And the Red Sox video before Game 4, like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, dude, that.
Like, yeah, let's just show let's just show the worst series in our franchise history.
To do that and then to come out and lose and to blow a lead.
No, but like, why are you showing them? Like, that was literally the worst part of like. The worst memory for probably most Yankee fans.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I think like for like Yankee fans that are like that were watching back then, that's probably their worst memory of Yankee baseball.
If the Yankees came back and won the series like miraculously, that would have been like a really cool thing.
Yeah, but
they showed the Red Sox series
when
they came back.
No.
But
as soon as Boone took him out in Game 3, the series is over. Like you just forfeited.
And then when we lost Game 4, that's what I was telling you, that I knew the series was over, and you guys like crucified me.
Obviously, I'm still yeah. So Frank is like watching the game. He's like, dude, I don't even want them to win. Like it'll be easier if they just lose.
Dude, okay, like, hear me out.
You're not a
Losing
real fan. If you didn't have a little bit of hope, you're not.
Game 6.
I don't care. Like I'm a fan. I'm gonna root for them. I'm gonna die by them.
And get to Game 6, you're like, oh my god, they have a chance, and they get
going into the series. Going into the series, I knew there's no chance they win the series, but like still, part of me is like. There's some hope,
all
and
I'm saying was I was happy we lost Game 4 because if we made it any farther, it would have hurt more.
I could have dealt with a 4-1 series loss.
It still hurt.
To be fair,
maybe 4-1.
You wanted to get swept like embarrassingly by the Astros.
Dude, it was so bad.
The Astros embarrass us every year.
In the regular season, we were 7-2 against them, and the 2 wins were walk-offs, so we didn't lead the entire game.
I am aware.
They owned us.
Which is better than like
they've owned us for years. It's like this year was no different.
It's just it's every year we do the same thing in the playoffs. Every single year we get so caught up in analytics. We make some stupid ass decisions.
I think they overthink it too much, bro.
They do. They overthink it.
Players go out.
Play. There's like they're all humans, right? They're not robots. They're not going to do the same thing statistically every time. Let them show like. Dude, people step up in big situations when the crowd is there in the playoffs in big moments. Sometimes,
and the thing that's even more of a slap in the face is how badly Jose Altuve played.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't Altuve.
Swept us. And
it wasn't Jordan either.
Jordan and Altuve really weren't that great.
That's the difference between us and the Astros is that they don't have holes in their lineup.
They're lower level hitters, I would say.
Get on base.
McCormick, Kyle Tucker.
No one's arguing that they're a better team, but we should not have gotten swept like that. We should not have.
After August, that was like this team's like this. They didn't even deserve to be in the playoffs. I was surprised they didn't lost
that bad. The Guardians are not. The Yankees should. If the Yankees lost to the Guardians, we would have a much bigger problem. The Yankees are such a better team. The Guardians can't hit.
Yeah, but they were playing so bad.
The Guardians can't hit. See, they play in the AL Central.
The thing is, why are they able to step it up against the Guardians and then not the Astros?
They didn't step it up.
Yeah, the Guardians are not.
Elimination
the Guardians are not
the Guardians.
All right, who do you think is going to win the World Series? Let's go around the circle.
Think or want?
Both.
I think I'm gonna go with the Phillies for both. Just they're hot. Sometimes that happens. Bryce Harper's really playing out of his mind.
Dude, this is actually like a nightmare World Series for all of us.
No, I don't hate I hate Philly. I don't hate the Phillies.
Astros are gonna win, and I want them to win.
Yeah,
they're just better. Sense. They were up 5-0 in game 1. They should have won that. It was just a fluke.
As we're recording this, it's 1-1. By the way, because probably gonna post this late.
Oh yeah.
Game 3 is tonight.
I think Harper is gonna hit a big home run in Game 7. The Phillies are gonna win.
I'm gonna go with the Astros. I think like everybody's like, oh my god, Citizens Bank Park, sold out World Series. Like I don't know, the Astros just don't get phased by.
Dude, remember when the Yankees?
The thing is,
remember when the Yankees were gonna try to get Bryce Harper and instead he traded for Stan?
Yeah.
The thing is, like, if the Astros win, like, it's not that their fans will be obnoxious. It's just the Astros win again, and I hate it.
It's just like,
but if the Phillies win, like, I'm not going to be able to go on the internet for 3 days.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
So like,
yeah, but
I don't even know what I want more.
I hate the Astros so much.
It's just a nightmare either way.
You don't know how many times I've heard, oh my god, Philly sports is on the rise right now. Eagles undefeated.
Yeah, but do you really want to hear like
World Series,
Astros didn't need? You really want to hear all the Astros fans? Oh, we didn't need a cheat. We didn't need a cheat. Like you still did.
I was at a party and I was wearing a Joel Embiid jersey. And this kid comes up to me and goes, "How about the Titans?" Like,
oh my god. Nah. You know how many times I've heard that? It's crazy.
Yeah, my roommate's a Phillies fan too. It's terrible.
No, everyone around here is Nationals fans.
All right. Is it college football time?
Yeah, we're done. I'm done with baseball for the entire offseason. No more Yankee talk.
I'll start on the college football train. Last year I made a statement where I said that Georgia and Alabama were both not going to make the playoff.
This is a spitball take that we all spit you on.
Yeah, it is like a legitimate possibility at this point in this season. It is. No, hear me out. Tennessee, this Saturday, Tennessee beats Georgia. All right? So Georgia not going to make the SEC championship. Still has a chance at the playoff, but, like, if the team doesn't play in the championship, how often do they make the playoff? Very little. Then, in the SEC championship, Tennessee plays Bama, obviously. They beat Bama again. Bama has 2 losses. They're done. Ohio State and Michigan play a close game, like a really close game. They might both make it. And then, I don't know, the winner of the Pac-12 or the Big 12, if they're good enough, could make it. Then it could be Tennessee.
They would have to blow out Georgia for Georgia to not make the playoff if they lose. If Georgia
they'd have to beat Georgia worse than Ohio State beats Michigan, or the other way around.
And Alabama, I just don't think they're going to lose to Tennessee again.
They probably won't, but it's possible. It's possible, though.
They played so bad, and they still easily should have won.
Obviously, it's possible, but like,
and it was at Neyland.
Yeah, but every game, Tennessee looks better than
against 2.
Who's getting the other spots? It's gonna.
All right. I wrote it out.
It's gonna be Michigan or Ohio State in one of the spots, right? And then Clemson.
I wrote it out. Listen.
And then 2 SEC teams.
I think also, okay, so 1 seed, I have Tennessee. If Tennessee wins out, which I want to have fun here, so I'm going to say they are. Then 2, I have Ohio State. Ohio State's going to beat Michigan by like 2 at home. 3, I have USC. USC is going to beat UCLA and then beat Oregon in the Pac-12 finals. Or Pac-12 championship. USC is a solid team. And then 4, I have Michigan because they're going to lose by 2 to Ohio State, and they're going to be 1 loss.
You don't think Bama makes a playoff at all?
No, I think Bama's going to lose again.
He's trying to say Bama and Georgia are both missing it.
And then the SEC championship.
He knows he's wrong from last season of Spitballz, and he's trying to make like a fantasy scenario.
I'm trying to have fun
right.
here. It's a possibility. The 4 best teams in college football this year are Tennessee, Georgia, Ohio State, and Michigan.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think Alabama gets in. The schedule is definitely harder.
Ohio State's going to be
last 4 games.
What did you say, Greg?
Ohio State's going to be 1. Then the winner of the SEC is going to be 2. And then TCU is going to be 3. They're going to be undefeated. They're going to win the Big 12.
I think TCU. Have you seen TCU's schedule this month?
Where's
It's brutal.
Clemson?
They already won every game.
Oh, we'll get to Clemson.
I mean, they're definitely frauds, but like they're gonna make the playoffs.
Dude, they might lose to Notre Dame this week. Like they suck.
That just proves your point even more. There's still that's another spot to make the playoffs for Bama and Georgia.
Yeah, I didn't say Clemson when I said my top four. I think two teams from the Big Ten, one from the SEC, and then the winner of the Pac-12. The only thing is if Oregon wins the Pac-12, it's tough because Georgia clapped Oregon. But if USC also beats Oregon, that matters less.
Tennessee is going to lose the SEC championship and make it. That was like the 4 seed.
I just think whoever wins this weekend between Georgia and Tennessee is a lock for the playoff, pretty much. So
Frank's praying on Georgia's downfall.
I'm saying Tennessee's got. Well, I also hate Georgia and I hate Bama, so obviously I want Tennessee to win.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see them in the playoff.
Frank looks like such a guy from Alabama now with his.
Do people from Alabama have horns?
I feel like they could. Like a little lip scroll.
Let me text my mom back.
Okay.
Give me like a half an hour.
Half hour. Greg, thoughts? College football?
Yeah, what's your ideal playoff, Greg?
Ohio State is gonna be 1. Then the winner of the SEC probably Alabama is gonna be 2. I think TCU is gonna be 3. They're gonna win the Big 12 undefeated, and then probably the loser of the SEC championship is gonna be 4.
You don't think there's a chance that?
Where's Michigan?
Yeah, you don't think there's a chance that 2 Big Ten teams?
Where's Penn State?
They're not gonna get in.
Oh, dude, TCU is gonna lose to Texas next week. Yeah.
But
actually, TCU did win most of their difficult games.
Yeah.
You don't think Michigan gets in?
Oh no.
I mean, I do think Ohio State's gonna beat Michigan, but I think they both deserve to be in. Like,
because honestly, Clemson's probably gonna get the 4 spot. They're probably gonna
just bullshit.
They're probably gonna win the ACC.
I don't know. Their schedule is so bad.
I know. And the ACC just keeps getting worse, too. Like, Notre Dame lost to Marshall and Stanford, and then
Marshall's respectable.
Beat the piss out of
I feel like if Michigan beats Ohio State, then, like, I think Ohio State would be – Ohio State would go down to, like, 4.
It depends on the score, too. If one of them claps the other one, then the other one's out. But if it's a close game, they still both have a chance.
I think they could both get in. They're both really good.
Like, they're both probably, unless Michigan somehow loses to Illinois, they're both probably going to be undefeated when they play.
Don't the rankings come out today, the first ones?
Yeah, I think so.
So who do you think is going to be the top 4, like, right now?
I think it's going to be...
This is before they came out, right?
Yeah. They haven't come out yet.
I think the main question is...
We'll give the top 6 right now.
Michigan and Georgia.
I think the main question is Tennessee able to stay in the top 4? Obviously, they're going to have to.
I'll give you right now. I'm going to go Georgia 1, Ohio State 2, Tennessee 3, Michigan 4, Bama 5, TCU 6.
No Clemson at all.
Clemson is so bad.
You don't think they're going to be in the rankings though?
I think they'll be 7, and then I think Oregon will probably be 8.
Interesting.
Then USC 9, UCLA 10.
Very, very interesting.
Pac-12 is stacked. Like, the top end of the Pac-12 is stacked this year. Which is why I think the winner could get in over the SEC loser.
Really?
This is why the NFL is better. Just win more games. You're in the playoffs.
You think if Alabama loses the SEC?
Well, then they'll have 2 losses.
Yeah.
Alabama will have 2 losses then.
Yeah, and they had that close game with Texas A&M.
If Alabama loses again, speaking of Texas A&M, they might be the worst team in the SEC. Like, I'm dead ass. They might be the worst team in the SEC. They're so bad.
They could have beat Alabama. Like, I don't
Bryce
know
Young
why they
wasn't
ran
playing,
that play.
which shows how, like, mid Alabama is this year compared to other years. Is like they're one quarterback away from being competitive with A&M. Usually Bama's second string quarterback comes in and beats A&M by 60.
You can say that, but like Michigan also only beat UMD by 7.
Maryland's probably better than A&M, I'd say.
Maryland's pretty
talent-wise.
poverty.
I mean, Maryland's ranked, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Not right now.
They're not. I feel like
I
they
don't
were
think
at one
so.
point.
6 and 2.
I don't know. Let me check. I feel like they were. Maybe I was wrong.
JMU is also ranked at 1.7.
Yeah.
We know how that went.
Whatever. JMU's poverty. Actually, all of our schools are poverty, pretty much.
We gotta
Penn State's a
fire.
disappointment.
We
Penn
gotta get
State's
rid
a
of James
disappointment
Franklin.
every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it. Marcus Satterfield should be fired.
No, like I don't even know like if you guys watched, but like
It was a close game.
we were playing them. Like it was
Oh, you were playing them like
we
against them?
could have won that game. Like it wasn't like a total blowout like people were making it seem because we decided to just die in the fourth. But there's no reason that consistently every single year Ohio State is that much better than us.
Yeah,
Especially with the recruiting classes that we bring in. There's absolutely no reason. Like I don't know what the problem is. It's either on Clifford or Franklin. It's probably Franklin.
Clifford's not good. Franklin.
Clifford's not
Ohio State
great.
is also like just down. Like, they're just so dominant.
I think it's probably the coaching. Like you get all the talent.
Yeah.
You have all the program, everything like the money.
Some of the plays they run is just,
It's also like Penn State's never had like a guy at quarterback.
they've never.
Like Ohio State consistently has
their
best quarterback.
their best all time.
Yeah, because if you're gonna go to like a Big Ten school as a quarterback,
too.
if you're gonna go to a Big Ten school as a quarterback, you're going to Ohio State.
Which is why I think Michigan might have a chance again this year because JJ's a dog, and we just like our offensive line, like Greg always says, is the Avengers. So
The best Penn State quarterback ever was Kerry Collins in terms of like pro career. So yeah, they've never had a guy at quarterback. Hopefully Aller balls out. But even if Aller plays well, I don't even know if we'll be
if you look at recruiting classes in the future, like Ohio State has the best or second best quarterback for the 2024 class too. Like it's consistent that Ohio State gets the best recruits and Penn State and Michigan don't. So
there's no way you're looking
I mean,
at
I think they got the recruits. I'd occasionally
take a gander.
Penn State got a good quarterback recruit, 5-star Aller, good running back recruit in Singleton, and then we also have Kaytron Allen as the second guy. They just need a game manager. They just got to get somebody to help them win the actual football game.
Maybe they shouldn't have threw Will Levis to the trash can.
Okay, well,
Will Levis is trash, so it doesn't matter.
Actually, going to be like a top 5 pick,
which is bullshit because he's not top 5 talent or anywhere close. He is so fraudulent. Kentucky's frauds. He's a fraud. They're all terrible. Mark Stoops is an idiot. Kentucky's on my list of hated.
Tennessee got one.
What?
Wait, it came out?
It's Tennessee, Ohio State, Georgia, Clemson, then Michigan.
No,
that's crazy.
Michigan.
What?
Hey, we didn't even plan this. I forgot.
What?
Tennessee.
Well, no, it says Tennessee's at 2.
No, it doesn't.
It says Tennessee's 2, Georgia's 1.
Slow the fuck down. What?
Did you say Tennessee's at 1? I thought they were at 2.
Yeah, they're at 1. Somehow Alabama.
Michigan number 5. Bama 6.
How in the fuck out of Michigan?
Clemson's 4.
Fuck?
Wait, Frank, Clemson's 4.
I know.
You're wrong. You were wrong.
I cannot find this.
Wait, why did this happen just so perfectly?
To be fair, there was a point in time when Mississippi State was a number 1 seed in the college football playoff rankings.
Yeah. How's Tennessee won?
Tennessee's the best football program in college football.
Bro,
that's low key crazy. Maddie just.
I did think Georgia was going to be number 1, but the top 3 is right. It's just like
why did Georgia go down 2? Did they have like a close game?
No,
Tennessee beat them.
Also, Georgia like really hasn't besides Oregon, which was like week 1, so like week 1 games mean a little less. I feel like Georgia really hasn't played any.
I got Georgia against Tennessee.
Georgia's home, which is what, but like
Stetson Bennett is him. So.
All right, should we move on to the
Frank
NFL
hates
now?
Stetson
I know
Bennett.
Sal's dying too. I do hate Stetson Bennett. I have a lot of hatred in my heart for a lot of people.
NFL.
Stetson Bennett.
All right, so for the NFL, we're gonna play legit or fraudulent for a bunch of teams that are like could be good or could be not. So we'll start with the Eagles.
They're legit. I really don't think you can debate
As much as I
that.
hate to say it,
Me
they're
too,
legit. They're still
They use
overrated
their
as fuck though. They're very overrated.
What do you guys?
I saw a graphic. The last teams to go undefeated throughout a certain amount of time always lose at some point. Like
their schedule is so easy though.
I know, but like
their schedule is like a walk.
I mean, they're gonna lose in the play. Like they're not winning the Super Bowl, but
yeah. Okay.
I think they lose again. I think they'll lose to the Giants.
I think they'll lose to the Cowboys too.
They beat the Cowboys pretty. Oh, they had Cooper Rush though.
Yeah, thinking Dak Cowboys. Yeah, Cowboys are next.
Tennessee.
Cowboys
you know what?
Tennessee's gonna be a tough game.
I think they lose to the Packers.
What do you think? Rodgers just has a game. They're gonna lose at some point. They're not.
I don't see like more than two. I don't see like 2 games where I could be like, all right, they're gonna lose.
They're just simply not going undefeated. Like it's just not.
Yeah, they're not.
It's the NFL. It's not like you play
any given Sunday. They'll lose. I think they'll lose to the Cowboys.
You're not playing like division.
There's at least 3 losses.
They'll lose that Dallas.
Schedule. Yeah. Next.
Actually, I'm gonna go I think they'll lose to Tennessee. I think they'll lose.
The Cowboys are also legit. Their defense this year is finally good.
I still think the Cowboys are going to win the division.
No.
I think they're going to do it.
Then they have to beat the Eagles.
Their offense doesn't even have to be insane this year. Like their defense actually has played well.
But like,
that's why I think they're
damn
legit.
good last week. Like,
no, they were, yeah.
All right, so legit all around for the Cowboys too.
I think they're good. They had a little rocky start.
This one should be fun. Next team is the Giants.
I go first.
Sure.
They're frauds. Yeah. I mean, like, it hurts to say it, but, like, you watch them, they're going to make the playoffs.
There's just an obvious lack of talent there.
I think
that wide receiver group is so bad.
They'll go 10-7 and lose in the first round. Like, no. I mean, I'm going to watch it and I'm going to be happy every second, but they're going to lose in the first round.
They're really well coached. I would say, like, making the playoffs.
They are well coached.
I think coaching
in the NFL is more important than any other sport.
It is, but you can't. Like I wrote it down that you just can't out scheme everyone, and at some point, their players are going to need to make plays, and they just
they will.
I really like their defense. I really like their
to make
defense.
plays. Today, Joe Schoen came out and said about wide receivers. He's like, "Yeah, Kenny's coming back." Like, who cares?
Kenny's bad.
They did say when Odell's healthy, they're going to talk to him.
That might be good.
No,
like,
their weapons are just like
it's not the same Odell that you left in 2016.
Dude, I think more importantly than winning right now, you should get Daniel Jones a receiver to actually see if he's going to be good or not.
Yeah,
I think that's the most important. Like Justin Fields,
the quarterback class that's coming in.
I think
the Bears got Claypool for receiver, or the Bears got Claypool for Fields to see if he's actually good or not. Like you need to get a quarterback that guy to see, like Jalen Hurts getting whatever. Yeah.
Not getting Jerry Jeudy was Joe Shane's like first miss.
You gotta see what you have in your quarterback before you can actually move.
Sal, when you said Joe Shane is so boring, Gettleman would have traded 2 first-rounders for a backup running back by now. That was actually
he would have done something. It would have been stupid, but he would have done something.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like I definitely think they should have got Jerry Jeudy or at least Brandon Cooks or somebody.
The Commanders just give away William Jackson.
They were going to cut him, so
yeah, they gave him away for like one round upgrade of a pick.
Yeah, I know they're going to cut him. So. He doesn't play. Like we were just dumping your car.
I don't know a lot about him. Dude, to be honest, like the Commanders, like
Benjamin St. Juste is a dog, so Jackson doesn't play. All right, Jets are next. Tats, you want to take this one?
Yeah, I mean, obviously our schedule coming up. We got.
Are they fraudulent or legit?
We got the
come on.
Bills.
Legit.
Are they
fraud?
legit or frauds?
Say
That's
it.
They're
team,
frauds.
man.
They're frauds. They're so. I just
I'm
said
gonna-
the Giants are frauds. They're so.
I'm gonna go
Jacksonville.
fraud, but
Frauds.
I
You
think
need
they
you need a
they
quarterback.
could no
They
like
can't rely on
honestly
the run game.
it really depends on the quarterback play. And I wanted
They,
to touch
they
on
relied
that.
on the
Like,
run game the whole time. Hall's out. Vera Tucker's
the
out.
4-game winning streak we had with Zach,
Same problem.
he
with
was
the Giants.
doing
The
he
lack
was
of
doing
talent.
enough.
He wasn't good. Like no, he just
He was
wasn't.
doing enough
yeah.
to win us football games.
No, he was doing enough to not lose.
These
football
next
games.
games, Buffalo, New England, Minnesota, Buffalo again. He's gonna have to really
Oh, you guys are
play.
frauds.
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
god.
He's
They're
gonna
not
have to
winning another
really
game this
play.
month.
He's gonna have to really play like the second overall pick last year. He can't just be average
He's
because
not
we don't
gonna.
have Brees anymore.
There's no run game to complement anymore.
But
Yeah,
I
losing
think
Brees
I
kinda
think
does hurt.
James Robinson
However, I will
is
say
James
if they're-
Robinson's a good player. James Robinson's a good player. He can be reliable. I think they just have to stick to what they had in the game plan, and then just not put
with
it
a
all on
competent
him.
quarterback, I think their defense could make them contenders.
The defense has been,
Contenders for a playoff spot, not contenders
Yeah.
to win anything.
Yeah.
the
Contenders
defense
for a
has been
playoff
very
spot.
good.
But they don't have a quarterback.
The Jets defense is really well coached. They have a lot of like everybody seems to be playing to their potential. It's just Zach. Zach's got to play up.
I
to
think
it.
I think if they had a quarterback, they could win a playoff game.
They could. Listen
They
like
have talent. They have a good coach.
listen
they
like
just don't have
every young he's
The
23
receiver
years
room's
old.
not bad.
No,
either.
don't give up on him now. He's just
He's a
not
second.
ready.
A lot of people are giving up on him.
No,
He's a
no.
second-year quarterback. He's
The-
23.
The team
He's gonna have rough
progressed a lot
games,
faster
especially
than
against
we
New
did.
England. But I don't know. I think now
The rest of the team is like getting closer to being ready to win, and he's
Right.
just not yet.
we're almost halfway through the season. He's got to take that step now. And I think
Agreed.
you watch his post-game presser. He was
Oh,
he
he was
seemed-
pissed.
he seemed like he was mad, and that's something that I have like when Darnold used to play bad, I would never see
Yeah,
that.
no, I feel like we're having the same conversations we had with Darnold just a couple years later.
It
that's
is.
not
It's
good.
always the same. It's always the same shit.
It's always the
same
coach
shit.
and
The
quarterback.
Jets are just in a cycle. Like, yeah.
Yeah. But
All right.
the thing that's different, real quick, the thing that's different is that we have a team that can win. So
you do
I
have
don't
a team around him this time around.
All right,
Like,
Like
fraud.
Darnold never had any receivers.
know. Darnold, oh my god, that team was so bad.
Yeah. All right. Who's next? 49ers? They're
I don't think there's a
good.
debate. The 49ers are a
They're
Super Bowl
fucking
contender.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I hate it because Jimmy G is so bad. But like the
He's-
49ers
I like Jimmy G. You
consistent,
guys hate on him.
they consistently find a
he
way
has
to win
so
in
many,
spite
so
of
many
him.
weapons. Such a good coach.
As
such
long
a good
as
run
he
game.
just plays, as long as he just plays his Jimmy G game and doesn't turn the ball over, like they're
And
gonna
oh
be
my
fucking
God,
good.
Christian McCaffrey's going off.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
Yeah, they use him so well.
I know
Their schedule isn't bad. I think they could win.
they probably have the best offense in the league.
They
Like,
could
if we're
sneak in.
being
I think
honest.
they could get it.
Like they probably
think
do.
If I had to pick right now, I'd pick them to win the Super Bowl.
Like if they're playing the Eagles in the NFC Championship, they're beating the.
Or no, I'd pick
Panthers
them
out
to
of
go to the
Eagles.
Super Bowl. Actually,
Oh, I would be so happy if the Eagles lost in the NFC Championship.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
You know why did they lose to or why did they lose to Atlanta? Like Denver, they lost to 11-10. So Chicago, they have some bad losses, dude.
bro. Yeah, but like,
Yeah, but they just beat the first game with their entire.
That was the first
team.
game. That was the first
just
game.
beat
They had
the
Trey
crap
Lance.
out of
They
the
had
Rams.
injuries.
The Rams, the
They
Rams.
now have,
beat
they
them.
now have McCaffrey, and I think in this season to win now, Jimmy Garoppolo gives them a better shot than Trey Lance.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I agree.
Jimmy Garoppolo was in the Super Bowl 3 years ago.
He's done it before. Like he's obviously not the future answer, but he can win.
Dude, I don't think he's that bad. That
I
people.
don't either. I don't either.
No, he's not.
You can win a Super Bowl with him if you have the right coach and the right team around him.
They were very close not that long ago. Like, yeah. All right. Next
We're
up,
back.
we got.
Hey.
Next up, we got the Titans. I'll start.
I think that's the hardest one for me.
I'll start. They're so fraudulent. It's not even funny. I don't know what what's their record right now.
5-2.
They're 5. Okay, they're one
I mean,
Carson Wentz blunder away from being 4-3. They play in the worst of.
They're definitely
play in one of the
winning.
worst
They're
divisions
winning their division.
in football. They play in one of the worst divisions in
They're
football.
winning their
We
division.
see them consistently not be able to win playoff games when their offense was significantly better than it is now. Their offense is literally Derrick Henry. That's it.
Code by the Bills.
They're too reliant on Derrick Henry. And
their offensive line is not as good as it has.
He doesn't have AJ Brown anymore to fall back on. Their defense is not as good.
There's no way.
I mean, they're a 5-win football team, and they have
they're a
5-win football team in the worst.
They have one more game against the crappy Texans and the Jaguars.
They're gonna
and Denver. They have a kind of a.
They're gonna finish the season with a good record, just like they did last year, and they're gonna do nothing.
Dude, they haven't beaten anyone. They beat the Colts twice. They beat the Raiders.
They barely
beat the Raiders.
Commies.
They beat the Texans, and they barely beat the Commanders.
I think they're going to make the playoffs because of how bad
they're going to make.
I think they're going to be like maybe like a game above 500 or maybe even 500.
Their next four games are all losable.
They have
Chiefs, Broncos, Packers,
maybe
Bengals.
the three worst. They have maybe the three worst teams in the league in their division.
They did.
Yeah.
No, I think they have the worst division.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I'll say fraudulent.
Same.
Okay. All right.
Vikings.
This should be a funny one. The Dolphins.
Oh no, not Vikings.
Oh yeah. No, I have Vikings after. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll go Dolphins first.
The Dolphins are legit. They're so legit.
They
are so legit. Tua is that guy.
Tua has surprised me, dude.
That guy.
Tua is surprising this year.
I don't care that you say he underthrows him. He's winning games. He's winning games. Him and Tyreek Hill together are winning them games.
Not. They're just like
we've seen good wide receivers.
They should have lost to the Steelers.
They're not on the level of the Bills. They're not on the level of the Chiefs. They're probably not on the level of the Chargers.
I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, but they're a legit team and they have shot to win playoff games.
I don't know. I
could totally see them dropping. I could see them,
but like
I could see them losing some winnable games. Like
I'm not even sure they're the second best team in the division. If I'm being honest, like
who is
the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Jets to me are all on the same level.
I agree, but
no.
The Patriots.
Out of those three guys, they have the quarterback and the wide receiver. No one else has that in that division.
I don't like the Patriots, dude. I could go on about this roughing the passer call all day. If that was not called, it would have been a 17-3 football game.
It was a roughing the passer, though. It was.
It was. I'm saying, but that didn't happen.
Coach him better. I don't know.
He threw the pick six. It's 17-3.
So why are we talking about the Patriots?
Because we just talked about the AFC East.
We're talking about the Dolphins. The Dolphins are legit. They're going to the playoffs. They have a good shot to win games.
And their schedule isn't that hard. So
I don't fuck with them. I just don't.
Their offense is so dynamic.
I don't like them.
And didn't they just trade for someone?
Did they? I pulled up a whole list of the. I have
I swear they made it because they traded Edmonds, but then they get someone back.
Miami.
They just got Bradley Chubb.
They got Bradley Chubb.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tank reacted to that.
They're good. They're legit.
All right, whatever. Vikings. Ooh, I like this one because I would say
they're legit.
Yeah, they're legit.
I said at the beginning of the season that they were fucking nice.
They have an electric offense.
Yeah, that was a good take by Frank.
Yeah,
they're a good team.
Kirk is him. When he doesn't have to play under the lights is him.
I knew they were going to be good. I didn't know the Packers were going to be this bad.
Oh, I also pretty sure I said that.
Yeah, the Packers.
Yeah, you also said the Raiders were going to win the AFC West, and the Chiefs were going to miss the playoffs.
The thing that's scary.
Don't worry about that part. I didn't say the Chiefs were going to miss the playoffs.
You did.
I thought I said the Broncos were going to miss the playoffs. I think
you said the Chiefs. You said Chiefs and Broncos.
Oh shit! Never mind. Whatever.
The thing that's scary is how badly they lost to the Eagles, though. Like, I don't know.
It's one game.
Yeah, that was a primetime game too, right?
Yeah, that was a primetime game.
Kirk will figure it out. On primetime.
They just have to get the early window in the playoffs.
Kirk Cousins.
They move the Super Bowl to like 1 p.m. for Kirk.
Yeah, they gotta move it. He can't play. It's insane. It's actually insane how good he is at 1 o'clock compared to at 8 o'clock.
They have one more prime time.
He is so good at 1 o'clock.
They have one more prime time against New England.
And that's a winnable
win that game.
That's a very
New England sucks.
They should win.
All right, last one. I'm sure Greg's gonna have a great time with this. Is the Bengals.
Fuck out of here. Frauds, bro.
Yeah,
They're not making
they
the
are.
playoffs. They're frauds.
They are frauds.
They can't figure out that offense. They just can't.
The
They literally
Ravens
lost.
very obviously run that division.
The who?
The Ravens.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Very
easy to run. I mean, it's not hard to run that division.
Yeah, there's a lot of divisions this year that just suck.
Not the
AFC North
NFC.
sucks. AFC South
Like
sucks.
kind of like 3 and 5. Or like,
Yeah, the East are pretty
NFC
good.
North sucks. NFC South sucks.
Like Tom said,
The
there's a
East
lot of
and the
bad
West are
football.
good. The North and the South suck.
Yeah, that's like in baseball. The Easts are good, and then the Centrals are awful.
Dude, the
Yeah.
Chargers, like they're not even like. I
don't
thought they'd
think
be
so.
better.
The Chargers
I
had
thought
a
they'd be
bad loss to the Jaguars, but I think they're still good. But, yeah, they're still good.
The Jaguars suck.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how that game happened. Like
They
that's just
fell off.
wild. But
Oh, do we think
Chargers are
Trevor
still
is bus material or not?
Dude,
If
Trevor
Trevor's
gets away.
bust
Trevor
material,
gets
then
away
so
with
is Zach
so much
Wilson.
more than everyone else. No, it's crazy.
Okay,
Though.
well, we're not talking about Zach Wilson.
No,
All right,
Trevor gets
but,
away
like,
with
if you want to
everything.
call Trevor Lawrence a bust, and then Zach Wilson is like
You
3
can't-
steps.
Dude,
in
he
front of
was a
him.
generational talent. Like he doesn't show that.
No, I think Trevor. The thing is,
you
Trevor's
can't do that.
Trevor's the type of guy that like should like win in right away and done really well. So I don't know.
But,
He
like,
did have. No.
his
I'll give him a
stats aren't
pass for having
terrible.
Urban Meyer as a coach.
He has
he gets the 1 year
85
pass for
passer
Urban Meyer,
rating.
but like he's got to start producing soon.
I think the Jaguars are just so poverty.
Yeah,
Well,
they are pretty
They're
poverty.
gonna have Calvin Ridley next year, so we'll see what he can do with that.
Next year, but like
No,
Yeah,
but
next year-
ne-
next year's the
year's the
year,
year he has to do
if
it.
they're bad enough,
They're not taking a quarterback.
do you take Younger Stroud?
No,
Dude, if they don't say
Oh,
they
that's
don't win
terrible.
another
No.
game for the rest of the
you
year,
don't. You don't. You can't give up
Say-
on him that fast. You
Dude.
just can't.
Trevor has
All right.
1,800 yards and 84
take-
passer rating.
Take someone
Oh.
that'll help the team. No,
I actually think Bryce Young is like a franchise changing player. Like every week I watch him and I'm like, this guy's so good.
no, they're not gonna do that.
So is Will Anderson.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Jaguars get the number 1 overall pick again. It'll probably be Will Anderson. The Texans get it. It'll be Bryce Young. I don't even know who else is in
Davis
contention
Mills?
for the first pick right now.
The Steelers.
Steelers probably won't take a quarterback, but if Kenny Pickett's
Kenny
playing,
Pickett.
he's not playing particularly well. So I
Mitch,
don't know. I also want to say one thing about the commies real quick. Like 3 weeks ago, I was prepared to say I want Bryce Young, and now they're like solid. So
dude,
they could make.
Heineke's never gonna win you
I
You think
anything.
you think he would want Heineke back
Heineke's
next year?
never gonna win you anything.
Well, we do have Heineke. Like he's on contract under contract for next year. I don't want Wentz next year.
you don't want him to be
I'd
your
be
starter.
I'd be fine trying out Howell next year, or
Oh, yeah, they got
Bryce
Howell.
Young.
You don't.
I would love.
I wouldn't
to
want
draft
Heineke
Bryce
to be
Young.
my starter.
I would love to draft Bryce Young. We're 2-0 with Heineke this year.
Yeah, but he's not your long-term starter. Like he's just not.
If you're
No,
the
he's
Steelers,
not.
if you're the Steelers and you're in a position that you could take a top quarterback, do you do it?
But like
Quarterback's like not.
if we're in a position to take a top quarterback, Bryce
I
Young
think Will
would
Anderson.
change the franchise.
Will Anderson's like a quarterback on defense. Like he's
So
just
out of all 4 of our teams, is Daniel Jones the best quarterback? Is that what I'm hearing? He is.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
I don't know.
He's
I
that
think I'd
guy.
take
Whoa.
Heineke over Jones.
Daniel Jones is
He
playing
looks
like
good. I don't think he
decent.
does the contract yet.
not.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
we try
like
him.
you said, maybe if they threw a receiver at him every once in a while.
Like you gotta
he could
find that
play.
you gotta see what you have. Like he's not throwing the ball. Like he has no one to throw
Yeah, he
to.
doesn't
You-
do
you-
a lot.
It's so hard to judge.
but
It's so hard to judge him because he doesn't have a receiver,
Yeah.
and you don't know how much is on him, how much is on them.
All right. Do we have Yik Yaks to share?
I don't even think Greg
No.
can test me about this. We'll do this next episode.
Yeah, we'll skip this for now. All right, that's fine. We're trying to find funny Yik Yaks to share from our college campuses. But honestly, when I was looking, it's all just like what bar is rented tonight and God, I'm so lonely and horny. It's
It
like
is.
all of Yik Yak on this campus
Yeah, no,
is
Yik
just
Yak's
Sal
bad
after
now.
3 beers.
Yeah, Yik Yak's fine.
Like,
The first thing it is when I opened is so many baddies turn out to be freshmen.
yeah,
This is
it's
funny.
so. I. Okay. All right, we'll skip that. We'll just go to hot takes for now. I have a great one.
Go first.
Go first.
What?
Go
I'm
first.
going first? All right. So we know how much I hate Clemson, how much frauds I think
They're
they
gonna
are.
lose to Notre Dame. Like
Now, South Carolina is going to march into Death Valley on November 26th and rip their college football playoff dreams away.
how do I
The team
spit
that
you
lost
through?
to
How do I
Miss-
spit you through a camera?
The team that lost to Missouri. You know
Wait,
why?
say it again. What was the hot take?
South Carolina is going to beat Clemson rivalry week.
No.
All
When was
right.
the last time they beat
No,
Clemson?
listen.
When was the last time
I
they
have no
beat
idea
Clemson?
when the last time they
I
beat
don't know.
Clemson.
We're gonna look.
Listen. All right. Clemson has a great defense. I acknowledge that. But South Carolina's offense is already garbage, and they still find ways to win games. They have 5 blocked punts this year, 3
2013.
special teams touchdowns,
It was
11 total
2013.
turnovers.
Is that Xander? That dude looks excited.
I know people say that.
Clemson's offense is horrendous. They turn the ball over so much. They should have lost like multiple times this year. They should have lost to Wake.
Yeah, but it's not going to be the
Should have lost to Syracuse. They got screwed. Like Syracuse got screwed.
It's at Clemson too, right?
Yeah, it is at Clemson.
Yeah,
Clemson's probably going to lose at some point this season because they're just not a college football playoff caliber team. And like the ACC, like all those wins are proving to be less and less like impressive by the week.
If they go undefeated and win the ACC, they're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to go undefeated. I think they're going to lose at some point. They're due for a loss, is what I'm saying. Their biggest wins are Syracuse, Wake, and North Carolina State. And Syracuse and Wake Forest just got rammed through this week. And NC State barely beat Virginia Tech. Like, the ACC is terrible. Clemson is just the best of all the shits. So, like, I think they could lose to a mid to bottom tier SEC team. South Carolina forces a lot of turnovers, makes plays on special teams. That's like prime upset material.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And it's rivalry week. Like Auburn almost beat Alabama last year.
Yeah, South Carolina.
That's my take.
I'm gonna say it's a little biased.
Oh, it's very biased. I don't give a fuck.
So
All right, let's move on. This is boring.
okay, I'll go.
Damn,
We all agree that the NFL has no top leader, right? Like, there's no like clear number one team in the NFC.
The
NFC.
Eagles.
The NFC. There's no clear like they're going to the Super Bowl, or like in the AFC,
Sure.
like we can say like, you know what, the Chiefs.
It'll be the Bills and the Chiefs in
Yeah,
the
exactly.
AFC.
You can't say that.
Yeah.
And the NFC South is terrible. It's a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
End of the season, Tom Brady's getting hot. Their offense is going to start clicking. The Bucs are going to make it to the NFC Championship game. You can't tell. Like, they're one game back in the playoffs. They're so bad right now. But like that offense, Lenny, Evans, Godwin, Brady's done it before. Let him get hot. He's winning the division.
They have Todd Bowles. It's because he's their head coach.
But let him get hot.
Literally.
They get a home game against a wild card team that's probably going to be the Giants or like the Falcons or some bum ass.
The Cowboys. The Cowboys would run through them.
No,
if we're being honest. The Cowboys would run through them. So would the Eagles.
Hold on.
Like if they'll probably be the.
No,
I think they'll probably win the division.
They'll probably
be the
get
4th seed, and then they'll play the 5 seed, who's going to be way better.
They could get the 3 seed. The Niners are only 4-4 right now.
Yeah, but the Niners are way better. Like the Niners, you got to expect that they're going to just go on a win streak at some point. And
Tom Brady,
Niners are going to finish like 10-6.
If that offense clicks, why can't
or 11, 10-7, whatever. And then,
they just need to. They don't need to flip the switch right away. They just need to flip the switch
Brady,
at some point.
Dude,
they're one game back.
Like Brady just does not look like Tom Brady anymore. Like, have you seen even just pictures of him? He looks anorexic.
All he has to do is
there's something wrong with him.
All he has to do is get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's Tom Brady.
That's a good take because
Never.
He's just not
When has saying Tom Brady looks bad ever worked for anyone in their life?
No. Like physically, like he looks like he is not healthy as a
This
human
divorce
being.
thing. This divorce thing is in the
terrible.
past now. Let him click. He has so much time. He literally just has to make the playoff. This NFC is wide open.
Looks terrible. He
And
needs
it's not like they
pounds.
lost. It's not like they lost any players.
They lost Gronk. Like
Shaq Barrett's like hurt, I think. But
Dude.
other than that,
like let him get hot, and I think they can make a run.
Physically and mentally, Tom Brady is not there.
I think they lose to the Niners.
It's just not going to happen this year.
It could.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I think
they're not
whoever they play in the first round, whether it be the Cowboys or actually, you know what? If they do end up playing the Giants, they probably would beat the Giants.
That's a win, exactly.
They definitely would beat the Giants.
What if they play like the Seahawks?
But they would lose
to
to the Cowboys. I don't know if they beat the Seahawks. I honestly don't. I don't know if they beat the Seahawks though. It's not a terrible take.
I like that. That's a good take.
Because the NFC sucks.
Did I get spit? Did anyone spit me?
I'm assuming everyone spit me, right?
Yes.
Spit you out at you, Sal. Because I don't know. There's just like I am very against Tom Brady this season.
Right?
He just doesn't look like himself.
He doesn't look like himself at all.
He just needs to make the playoffs. Just win 2 games. I'm not saying he's winning the Super Bowl. I'm saying he's winning 2 games.
Like 20 pounds. He looks like a skeleton.
Okay, who's next?
All right. I think LSU is going to be playing in the SEC championship game.
I don't know enough about college football. I don't even know.
How would that happen?
Oh my God, Greg thinks LSU is going to win on Saturday.
Literally, all they have to do is beat Bama.
That's all I have to do is beat Bama on Saturday.
That's not happening. That's just not.
Who's at home?
You know what? I'm gonna agree with you because I know nothing about LSU.
Who's at home on
You're
Saturday?
getting spit. You're getting spit.
Wait, LSU beat Florida in the Swamp, right?
They're at LSU.
Yeah,
they're at LSU.
Yeah, because we bet on them. We bet on
Yeah.
fucking assholes. Yeah.
LSU is like actually like, dude, the way they looked the past 2 weeks, how they beat Florida, they like manhandled.
They've looked very good though. Ever since they got clapped by Tennessee, they've looked very good.
Yeah, no, and I think they probably lose to Tennessee in the SEC championship.
Oh my God, LSU's at home. LSU's at home.
They're not beating Bama. They're not beating Bama.
And
Wait, let me get this straight, Greg. Let me get this straight.
Even bad.
You think LSU is going to be playing in the SEC championship, but you don't think there's a chance that neither Georgia nor Alabama make the playoff.
I just don't see Georgia, because Georgia's not going to lose to LSU in the SEC championship game.
Yeah, but what if they lose to Tennessee?
Dude, they'd be
Saturday.
Will they be 11-1?
They'd be 11-1, but they wouldn't be.
And they're not going to get beat by Tennessee that bad.
I kind of agree. Because then if Georgia loses, they're still in the playoffs. Like they lose to Tennessee, they're still in the playoffs.
The winner of the Georgia-Tennessee game, no matter what happens in the SEC championship, is going to make the playoff.
LSU wins that.
Yeah, so he's saying like worst case scenario, Tennessee beats Georgia, Georgia makes the playoffs, then Tennessee beats LSU in the championship game, and Tennessee makes the playoffs also.
I know, but like
the only way that
Georgia that doesn't make the SEC championship isn't a guarantee for the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, what would
happen?
I'm
not going to spit you.
What would happen if they won?
If who won?
If LSU won the SEC,
they'd be like the 4 seed.
But then what if they beat Tennessee?
Losses, right? They have 2 losses.
No, they have 1.
Right?
Oh, they have 2.
They lost to Florida State week 1.
Like if they did win,
the winner of the SEC is a lock for the playoff.
So they would be
the first 2,
and then
they'd be
Tennessee
the first
would be
2-loss playoff team. Yeah, but they're not gonna win the SEC. But I could see because the SEC West is much worse than the SEC East this year. So I can see it happening.
The only way that Georgia doesn't make it is if they lose to Tennessee and then Tennessee loses to LSU.
Because then LSU and Tennessee would make it, and then Georgia would get hit.
That's just crazy.
But I think, like I keep saying, if the pack, because I think Michigan and Ohio State are both deserving of being in the top 4, and if the Pac-12 winner is good enough, I don't like. Clemson should not be number 4. This is no bullshit. They're not the 4th best team in the country by any means at all. but I like the take, Greg.
Greg's so happy.
All right, so
my hot
finish this
take.
off.
My hot take is that the Steelers will finish with a top 2 pick in the draft.
Top 2.
Yeah.
Is there
1 or
a
2 in
right
the
now?
draft.
Nah, they're too mid.
Their offense is so bad. Like they
They're
haven't
too
scored.
mid.
They haven't scored more than 20 points in a game. Their offense is.
No,
I
I
mean,
mean,
right
TJ
now,
Watt
poorly
right now
run.
the Lions
They have two quarterbacks that are bad.
Lions and Texans are the only 2 teams worse. I think the Texans are a lock for a top 2 pick.
Dude, the Jaguars are pretty bad too.
once TJ Watt comes back, they're gonna win like 1 or 2 games. The Steelers, they're gonna have
No,
like
I think they'll have 5, 6 wins.
I feel like the Texans and the Jaguars are worse. I feel like the Lions are
Like
worse.
I don't
feel like
see
the
a
Bears
game
are
on the. I
probably
don't see a
worse.
game on the Steelers schedule.
I feel
where
like
I could
the
be like, all
Panthers
right,
are worse.
they're gonna win this football game. Like
I don't know about the Panthers.
except
I don't
Carolina.
know about the Panthers.
I still think Tomlin's a good enough coach that they're gonna win games.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think.
Like they're gonna win.
It depends on Matt Canada though.
I feel like they're a 6-win team.
I think
And
they're 5
6
or
wins
6
is
wins.
not a
they
bottom
definitely got to put up. They
Or
definitely got to put
top
up more
pick.
points if they want to.
I mean, I hope they get a higher pick.
Yeah, but I just don't like it.
don't see that happening.
Tomlin is never gonna lose
You get expect.
14 games in a season.
Agreed.
But the thing is, like the Texans play like Jacksonville. The week 7 or week 18, they're gonna play Indianapolis when Indianapolis is probably like.
I just don't think they're going to lose that many games. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
and there's just teams that are worse.
Well,
that's why it's a hot take.
Over a 17-game season, the bad teams are going to lose, and the good
The
teams.
Steelers are bad though.
Steelers are bad, but they're like not that bad.
We'll see. That's a hot take. It's a hot take.
All right, I don't hate it, but I don't agree.
It's all right. It's all right.
All right, before we go, Greg thinks LSU is going to beat Bama on Saturday. I think Tennessee is going to beat Georgia. So that's a lock.
And I
of a
think the
parlay,
NFL is better than college
obviously.
football.
It's a lock of a parlay. LSU and Tennessee
Oh, that's
might hammer it.
that is a nice parlay.
Might hammer it. All right.
That was good.
This was a fun first episode. First episode of season 2
We're back.
with Tess.
Yeah, I don't know how the huge fan base is gonna like Tess as a full-time host.
I enjoyed Tess as a full-time host. So. When we do March Madness again, it's going to be electric.
That's the best episode of
Everybody
the year.
you're like you have like explanations behind your picks, and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna pick this team. Like, oh, like March Madness. You mean like the
March
bracket?
Madness, yeah, the fast food bracket.
We have to think of something else though, because McDonald's is
it can't be
undisputably the number one.
No, dude, I don't know. I might be riding the Sonic wave this year.
McDonald's is undisputably number one fast food place in America.
All right.
All right.
You can end this.
Wait. If you put
See you guys next time.
$10 on LSU and Tennessee money line, you'd win $165. So
Oh, it's not gonna happen. You're just
and I'm losing $10 on
You're
Saturday.
just giving the book $10.
Oh, Vegas knows how to get me, dude. They know how to get me.
Not trying to give our audience bad advice.
we'll just cut it out if he loses.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
See you next episode.